Hi guys, this is your girl Justina, and today we are gonna do two budgets today. We are gonna do our paycheck budget for the last check that we got in December. We're gonna talk about our January budget, and we're gonna talk about how we are going to create our budget and how our budget is going to flow for 2022. So if you want to know all those things, just keep on watching. If you made it this far in the video and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Click the red button and the bell next to it so you can be notified of our next video. Comment down below and let me know, have you made your January budget? All right, guys. So the reason why we're going back to our last December paycheck is because initially when I was creating the December budget, I was like, the last paycheck in December, we're not going to bring it into 2022. But then I said we were going to bring it into 2022. It was a lot of stuff going on in December, so it got really confusing. As y'all saw, probably, most likely, my videos have been like pretty crazy. I like uploaded 3 videos in 1 week and all things like that. So things have been crazy. And then on top of that, I'm getting over a cold. So the more and more I thought about it, and the more and more I thought about 2020 and what our goals were for 2022 and stuff like that. And if y'all haven't seen our financial goals for 2022, you'll kind of understand what I'm trying to get at. I decided for the paycheck 5 that I got in December to just be our last paycheck for 2020 and to use it kind of towards 2022's first couple of bills. So let me explain. Let me get a calendar. So if we go back to December 2021, so when I got paid on the 31st, that was like our last paycheck that we got. We got one on the 31st. It was for $900, okay? So that $900 didn't really, like, it could have paid for a bill that was on the 31st, but it didn't really like do that much. It really was helping with bills that was happening in January 2022. So because of that, I decided, okay, we're going to lose that last paycheck. We had a little bit of money still in the account that was going towards bills that were going to happen in January. So I said, we're just going to use this last paycheck and use it for the first week of January. And then when I got paid on the 7th, which is this Friday, we were going to start our paychecks for each month on the first Friday of each month. So when we did our budget, we were always going to start on the first. I keep pressing these nails. I'm getting used to them, but we're going to start doing our paycheck budget and any of our monthly budgeting on the first Friday of the month, and it'll go all the way to the first Thursday of the next month. So any paychecks that we got between the first Friday of the month and the first Thursday of the next month was going to be our paycheck for whatever month it started off with. So essentially, this paycheck 5 that I got in December is going to budget towards any bills, which, I mean, some bills I already paid. I paid our rent, and I had a credit card bill to pay. I had some business stuff to pay, and y'all see that in a minute. But and then I had to get groceries and stuff. So that is what's gonna happen. This is gonna help me with any expenses that I have initially at the beginning of the month. any initial bills at the beginning of the month. So, because that was a thing that was really, really, really confusing me at the beginning of the month. So it's gonna help me with that. So another thing that we're gonna do, which y'all will see in a minute, is that we're only going to budget for we're gonna start, and this is gonna start with our next video, but when you see our next paycheck video, not this monthly budget for January, but when you see our next paycheck video, it's gonna be for 2 weeks. So whatever I get paid from January 7th to January 20th, that is what all the income in those 2 weeks is going to go to any bills in those 2 weeks. Okay? And then our next 2 weeks, which will be the 21st to the 3rd, that's another 2 weeks. So those are our paycheck budgets that we're going to go by. So the first one's going to be the 7th through the 20th, and then the next one is going to be the 21st to the 3rd. This is just to help us paying all the bills, paying everything that we have to pay. We got to pay rent, we got to pay insurance, we got to pay all those things. It'll help me organize better, because I was doing it weekly and that was just like confusing, and then I felt like I didn't have enough money left at the end of the month, and then when the beginning of the month came, it was like I didn't have enough money, and I was just confusing myself. So this is going to help us not get confused. So that is what we are going to do. We're going to go over, for one, we're going to go over the last paycheck of December. And I wasn't going to, but then I was like, let's be transparent. So let's be upfront. So we're going to do our last paycheck of December, and then we're going to do the whole paycheck budget for January. So January, that includes January 7th through February the 3rd. So that's going to be our January budget, even though it goes into February. But that's just how our paychecks fall. So, and I want to make sure all the bills within that time get actually paid instead of waiting for me to get paid. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I fell off at. Waiting for me to get paid. Then I'm like, oh, let's see. Yeah, it was confusing, y'all. So this is hopefully going to make it easier for me in 2022 to my number one financial goal of 2022 is to stay on budget. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's get into our first part, which is going to be paycheck 5 of December. That money is already spent, so I'm just going to go over the budget. We are not cash shuffling. We're not doing all that, because literally we already spent all the money. The bills have been paid. Everything has been spent, so all the money gone. So I'm just going to go over it, and then we're going to go over a January budget, and that is all we're going to have today, okay? Y'all ready? Okay, y'all. So we're going to do, this is going to be our last paycheck of December. When I have these nails, it like wants me to draw with them, but I don't want to. I'm trying to avoid drawing with them. But okay. So this is how the last paycheck of December went. So we had, I don't know if I want to say it was remaining or it was like just extra money in the account, but we had some extra money in the account. So I'm just going to put it here, just extra income that we had remaining that was just there. So, stuff that was already in the bank. We had $222 in the bank already. You remember we created a 1 month sinking fund last month, and we actually saved a decent amount of money in it. So from our 1 month ahead sinking fund, we saved $347 in that sinking fund. And then what I actually got paid Sorry if I'm shaking a lot, guys. But what I actually got paid was, and I got paid on 12/31. We got a paycheck for our paycheck 5 of December. We got $900. Okay, we got $900. So total for this paycheck 5, we got $1,469. Okay, so I'm gonna put that right here where the income is. All right, anyway, so because we got paid on the 31st of December, I was able to pay some of my initial bills. So the first one, of course, is rent, and that has went up to $1,220. Then we also had our Lane Bryant credit card. Then we had our Etsy shop that was paid on the 1st. It was $16. And Google was paid on the 4th. It was $15. All right. So total in bills is $1,320. That right here where the bills are. So essentially we got income minus bills. Lane Bryant is actually supposed to go over here, but when I was writing everything down, it went over here. So Lane Bryant's actually supposed to go over there. We're gonna fix that. Hold on. So 1302 minus 69 equals 1,251. And this is 69. This is change to 1,025. And this is 69. Okay. Okay, and then we are actually not, I'm gonna go ahead and write here to sinking fund. We're not saving nothing in sinking fund, so that's gonna be 0. For cash envelopes, we went ahead and spent money on groceries. As I said, like, this money has already been spent. We budgeted 75. That is how much we actually spent. And the only other category that we spent on is eating out, which is going to be a new cash envelope category that we have, and we spent $74. Okay, so total we spent $149. That is how much we spent on our cash envelopes. Go ahead and mark here that these were paid and put the actual amount so we know that they were paid already, along with Lane Bryant was paid. And then put the actual amount right here on these categories. So we're gonna go ahead and ensure that there is a $0 budget. All right, so our income, okay, let's make it big. Okay, our income, as y'all see here, is 1,469. Bills $1,251, debt $69, and in cash envelopes we have $149. So we're gonna go ahead. Okay, that is a $0 budget, and remember we didn't have anything in sinking funds, so that's 0 as well. So this was our paycheck 5 of December. And now we're going to go into our January budget. If y'all do want these templates, they are at blessedlegacystudio.com. All right. .com, or you can go to our Etsy and you will see it there. And our new budget is gonna start January 7th, and it's gonna go all the way into February the 3rd. Okay. So any bills or income that I get between the 7th and the 3rd is gonna be included in this January budget. As y'all might see, I'm not including, for example, I'm not going to include the rent for February because I technically don't pay it until the 4th, and I'm getting paid on the 4th. So I'm not going to include that in this budget, okay? So y'all might be like, well, you got to pay your rent. And I'm like, yeah, I do, but I technically do not pay it, or it doesn't actually come out of my account until the 4th. So we should be completely fine in paying that bill. Okay, so another thing, remember I said we're gonna do 2 paychecks for the entire month. So that is basically what we're gonna do. So, all right, so for paycheck 1 for this month, we are going to expect, paycheck 1 group of this month, we are supposed to expect it to come on to be $2,996. That is what we're expecting it to be. And then for paycheck 2, which is the 21st, all right, so these are all our bills for our January budget. As you see, again, we don't have rent on here at all. So that's one bill that for sure I had to take out, and then like one Google bill that we usually get at the beginning of the month, but we're not going to get it because it's coming after the fact. So total, all of our bills are going to be $1,610. That is how much our bills are going to be. So we're going to put it right here. For our debts, I'm going to also go ahead and write them down and then come back and tell you the total. All right, so these are all of my debts. I'm paying the IRS this month. I'm starting that this month. And as y'all see here, I don't have Torrid on here anymore because that's completely paid off. I'm really trying to decide as far as my credit cards. Do I want to start spending on them again or anything? Or do I want to get another credit card and spend on them and pay them off, so I can like build up my credit, because I do have our new care credit card that we have together, me and my husband, and we use that for medical. So technically, we can spend on that and then pay it down some, and spend on it and pay it down some, and spend on it and pay it off, or whatever we decide to do. Um, so just comment down below and let me know y'all advice, as far if y'all actually made it this far in the video. Let me know y'all advice as far as building credit, because as y'all know, we want to get a house. Hopefully this year we can get a house. If not, beginning of next year. So we're just trying to weigh our options, build our credit, and all those things. So let us know down below what your advice might be, or what have y'all done to build y'all credit. So total for this month, we are gonna pay $1,587. So that is how much in debt we are gonna pay. Now let's go to cash envelopes. So for cash envelopes, we have our usual cash envelopes, plus we have one new one. So let me go ahead and write all of them down. We have groceries, gas, household, and then our new eating out / date night one. We have parking, and we have miscellaneous. Okay, so for groceries, we're gonna budget $400 for this month. Gas, we're gonna budget $200. Household, $50. Eating out, we're gonna do $25. So eating out is basically if we want to get some fast food, or we want to go on a date or something like that. Eating out / date night, that's essentially what it's used for. For parking, this month we're gonna budget, I'm sorry, I just did this one. Eating out is actually not $25. Y'all are probably like, how can y'all eat out for the whole month for $25? Like, let a girl know. But it is actually $100. I was looking at something totally different. But so eating out is gonna be $100, and parking is gonna be $70, and then our miscellaneous is gonna be $20. Okay, so total for cash envelopes is gonna be $840. Put this right here. All right, and then our final category, which is our saving / sinking fund category. We are gonna write down all the categories. We have emergency, we have vacay, we have house, we have birthdays. We're not gonna budget for Christmas, because of course Christmas is months away. I think we're gonna wait. When I was looking over our overall budget, I think we've decided to wait until half of the year goes by and then start budgeting for Christmas. So we're not gonna budget it for like at least the next 6 months. So we're not even gonna have a Christmas category. We have car maintenance. We have 1 month. We have business. We have taxes. Business and taxes are 2 separate categories. Then we have hygiene. We have electronics. And we have miscellaneous. Our miscellaneous category. I know y'all are like, you have one in your cash envelope, but this is one where like, if we need extra money, it's here. So for this month, we are actually, for emergencies. We have to build our emergency fund back up because December was crazy. It had nothing to do with Christmas. It had nothing to do with Christmas. Our Christmas budget was used for our Christmas. The problem was, like, it was just emergency. I don't even want to explain. But yeah. So emergency, we have to build it back up. We have 200 that we're gonna budget. No, I'm sorry, 250 that we are gonna budget for emergencies. I don't know why I keep saying Christmas. For emergency, we're gonna budget 250. Vacay, we're gonna budget just 250, because we're gonna budget a decent amount for emergency, and vacay are gonna get a decent amount of money because, for one, we need to build up our emergency, and for two, we're going on vacation in July with our family, and we have to, for one, put some money in before we go, and then for two, have money when we go. So we have 7 months to get this together. So we have to have some money. Okay, and then another one that is going to get a lot of love this year is our house fund. Okay, so if y'all saw my financial goal video, y'all know we want to save $10K this year in our household. And I can't remember how much for emergency, but I'll put it on the screen. How much for emergency. So we're going to be, not only are we going on vacation in July, but we might go on vacation in December too. Or if not, January 2023. But we're going to be bumping these 3 categories. Plus, we're going to add a 3 to 6 month expense category for sinking funds. So, but I'm going to have a separate video about that and talking about the 3 to 6 month category. Anyway, essentially, y'all gonna see some changes this year. So if y'all haven't, go ahead and check out my financial goals for 2022 video. It'll be in the description box below. All right, so let's keep going for these sinking funds. For birthday, we're gonna save $10 this month. We're gonna save car maintenance. We're gonna save $50. 1 month, we're gonna save $270. For our business, we're gonna save $50. And for taxes, because I'm an independent contractor with the job I have, I don't pay taxes initially, so I'm going to start paying quarterly taxes so I won't get penalized when I have to pay taxes in, May. No, not May. It was May last year. In April. So we're going to save a chunk of money. We're going to save $500. And this number might increase. It might not increase. I don't know. I have to figure out how much I actually have to pay for my quarterly taxes. If y'all know, comment down below and let me know, because I am an independent contractor. So yeah, my husband pays taxes from his work. They take it out of his paycheck, but I don't get it taken out. So I have to figure out what it needs to be. For hygiene this month, we're going to save $30. Electronics, we're going to save $30. And for miscellaneous, we're going to save $50. So total, we are going to save $1,580 for our sinking funds. And that should be the rest of our income. So I am going to put it here. We are going to take our income and subtract everything that we have here in order to get a $0 budget.
So we have 5,617 minus 1610 minus 1587 minus 840 minus 1580
equal 0. So this is